And now with the Downton Abbey update, here's Sir Patrick of Glastonbury-on-Potomac.
Hey, Pat.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
It's Pat.
I'm as well as can be expected.
I understand a lot of stuff went down on that show. And you're here representing that show, Downtown Abbey, right?
Downton Abbey.
Downtown Abbey.
Rob.
What?
Downton Abbey.
Don't come over here with your British sensibilities and tell me how to talk. It's my language, too.
I think when you hear the update
What?
on Downton Abbey,
Downtown.
I think when you're done listening,
Right.
perhaps you'll change that combative attitude.
You'll
of
have
yours.
some respect.
Can I say one thing before the update?
Well, you always do.
Quite right, Pip Pip. I just want to tell you that when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown.
You know, the program is Downton Abbey.
Right.
And therefore, your jokes about downtown.
Right.
And I know that's a very American saying, downtown.
Well, no, I'm quoting Pet Clark.
Well, who, Petula.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Petula.
You know, I would love to continue with this levity.
As would I.
But this levity is highly inappropriate this
Inappropriate.
week.
And irregular.
Because never has Downton Abbey conjured more tears than it did Sunday night.
Really?
Wow. So you saw the episode?
Did I see the episode? Why does Sir Patrick of Glastonbury-on-Potomac come here other than to give you your Downton Abbey update?
Well, I just know that, there's different schedules, and, did you watch it on the PBS?
Are you going to continue to be light-hearted when Lady Sybil has left this earthly plane?
What?
What?
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
It was Sybil's not entirely unexpected and yet still utterly heartbreaking death.
What took her?
Childbirth.
Oh, there's nothing more tragic.
Childbirth.
How's the baby?
Hold on, it's pretty British.
Oh, come on.
I should gather myself. Yes, we've lost a dear lady.
Stiff
A
upper
dear
lip.
lady of the house.
How's the baby?
The baby has lived. The baby has survived.
Well,
Are you
that's-
ready for?
that's
Are you
kinda
ready
great.
for the update?
Yes. Well, I thought that was the update.
Yeah.
There are more details, my dear boy.
There's more?
Now, you live here in America, right?
I am Sir Patrick of Glastonbury.
We know who you are.
On Potomac,
On Potomac.
and your cynicism and sarcasm is making me feel nausea.
Disrespectful.
You an American citizen?
Just stop, please. It's obvious from the opening minutes of the episode that someone, either Sybil
Who?
Sybil.
Oh, she died.
Believe, Sybil.
I can't believe he's laughing.
I'm sorry.
Have you no sensitivity whatsoever?
It's a make-believe program, this Downtown Abbey.
Either Sybil or the baby isn't going to make it. It's
Right.
obvious from the beginning of the
Okay.
episode. And yet, her passing is no less moving for its predictability. To see Sybil racked by seizures, her loved ones unable to do anything but watch, to know that her death may have been avoidable.
How was it avoidable?
There were two doctors with conflicting viewpoints.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's bad.
Even in Britain.
And to be aware of how many women did and still do die under similar circumstances, well, it would take a far more cynical person, I suppose, like you,
What?
to be unmoved by that fact.
Now, Downtown Abbey, this takes place a long time ago, right?
He's definitely unmoved.
Downton Abbey is a program on PBS that is Masterpiece Theatre.
When does it set, though? What's the time?
The 1920s. What is your point?
Do you think modern medicine could have saved Sib?
Perhaps. I think today doctors would probably have far more tools at their disposal.
But that was another time.
That wasn't.
It was another time, Buzz. Thank you.
Indeed.
And thank you, indeed, thank you for your sensitivity.
I'm here to mediate with this guy.
I
God
truly
bless you,
appreciate
because
that.
you know what? That kid, Sybil's kid, have they named it yet?
They've not named the baby, and I don't know what significance that has. You know, even downstairs, cold-hearted Thomas even wept for Lady Sybil.
Actually,
See?
Mike, it's pronounced Dinstairs.
Downstairs? No, it's not.
Well, you said it's not downtown, so I thought it was down.
Well, you know how cold-hearted Thomas can be.
Oh, he's a bastard.
Oh, he's a terrible bastard.
Yeah.
He truly is. But
Not unlike the baby.
he was moved to tears, and
Does the baby have a father?
he was ashamed by his tears. Yes,
Of course it
Yes,
does.
of course. The Irish lad.
Oh,
The
him.
Irish boy.
Yeah.
Biology.
Yes.
Well, you know what he is? He's a
Yes.
hothead.
But can I get back to Thomas,
Yes.
Mr.
Sir-
Interrupto?
Sir Patrick.
Johnny Interrupto, yes.
Before you do,
Yes, hello.
I caught a glimpse of, I think, last week's episode, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. And does the thief still live in the house?
The thief.
That is the question that everyone knows.
There's a
what do you
thief.
mean, the thief? Did you even watch the episode?
I watched 2 minutes.
Are you making it up?
Yeah,
Are you
there's-
making
no.
it up as you so
I think I
often
know-
do?
I think I
There's
know
a,
what he's saying.
There's a butler that
I believe there was a
stole-
lie on the program last week when you told Mr. O'Mara that you saw him in your pixelated copy of the inauguration.
Yeah.
And yes, we caught you on that one.
No.
Don't
How about
try to fake it also.
My chick watches it.
Your
How about
ch-
the chick?
your chick. And how is Shannon?
She's sick.
Oh, really? Does she have the
yeah.
flu?
She has something. I hope I don't get it.
No seizures, I hope.
No.
It says, thank you for your sensitivity.
Maybe the thief is Sybil because she stole our heart.
Well, she did indeed. And of course, Thomas was, because of his position, he was ashamed of his grief. Of his
Why?
tears. Well, because downstairs they are no longer accepted. The grief is not accepted in that
Stiff
way.
upper lip.
Yeah.
Stiff upper lip. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, he was.
Do you like the
confident.
women downstairs? You know what I'm saying?
You know your vulgarity.
It was just that it was
at
at
the time
worst
of
a double
mourning,
entendre.
Your
It's
vulgarity at a time of mourning is so inappropriate.
It's a lack
Are you
of
aware
respect.
of that?
You're not even from there. You're from the Potomac River.
I am Sir Patrick of Glastonbury on Potomac.
You live in Camp Washington.
I am not son of horny Bob Spiewak.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Hello. I'm William Castle, the producer of I Saw What You Did. I'm happy to join the management of this theater in personally inviting you to attend a special world premiere of I Saw What You Did at this theater. There will be celebrities, lights, and plenty of excitement. Everything for a gala premiere in the glamorous Hollywood style. Oh, and another thing, and this is important. I will be at this theater with my Hollywood cameraman to give everyone an opportunity to be in the movies. By that I mean, you will be interviewed and photographed as we do with the Hollywood stars. See you at your own premiere. I'll be looking for you. And remember, this theater will furnish seat belts for your safety, so you won't be shocked out of your seat. Don't answer it. See it.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Buzz Burbank, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his Davenport, oh, that's so gay, here's Mike.
Live from the Gabby Viber studios, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We're downloaded worldwide 17 million times. We're powered by Encore Insurance, and you can find us at MikeO'MaraShow.com, 102.9 WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa. It is Wednesday, Jan 30.
Almost the last day. There's 31 days in
Hard to
January, right?
2013. Our show today is brought to you by Vistaprint.com. If you're starting a new business, take it from us. You need professional-looking business cards to get that phone to ring. Now, thanks to Vistaprint, you can get 250 top-quality business cards for just $10. Millions of business owners use Vistaprint because it's affordable and so easy.
So easy.
Well, just click and win.
Create your own quality custom business card online. They've got tons of designs, and here's the best part. You get a great card, and you get 250 of them for only $10.
Where else can you get that much exposure for $10, Mike?
250 top-quality cards, free shipping if you use our code TMOS. Just go to Vistaprint.com and enter the code TMOS in the search bar, and you will get those fabulous business cards, and we thank you in advance.
Thank you.
A sponsor, another sponsor on the fine Mike O'Mara Show program is would like me to pass along to you that all the tables at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern have already been reserved for Super Bowl Sunday. But there's plenty of room at the bar,
Right.
and join us Super Bowl Sunday. Looking forward to that.
People will
Should
come
be a
and
good
go,
time.
so come ahead.
Come ahead. Yes, come ahead. We're just going to a charity.
It's a great
group.
outfit.
Should be terrific. So
Drives me bananas.
Jimmy's excited. Jimmy's got. Wants
How
to
can you
thank,
tell?
He wants to thank Aaron's of Leesburg, provided him with 2 giant screen TVs, so they're not going to use
Oh,
his wife's
finally.
TV.
Well, Mo has got to be pleased.
So Mo is delighted with that,
Sure.
his wife. So, look, even when the tables are sold out, the fact is there's plenty of room at the bar and in the lounge area, and you can just hang out with all of us. We're going to be working the room and walking around the room. It should be a big time.
And also room in his
A
secret.
big time. Why am I using
We're
like
gonna work it.
1950s terminology? It should be a big time for this outfit.
Oh, it'll be a gas.
Anyway, it should be a lot of fun. We look
A
forward
lot
to
of
that.
madmen in your life?
On the program. On the program today, Ray Lewis uses deer antler spray.
Yeah.
What the F is that? Ray Lewis in trouble down at the Super Bowl. Again, we might talk about that. The very special app that I told you guys about
Yeah.
yesterday, I still have that handy.
Yes.
Super Bowl tickets. We might take a look just randomly online and see what they're going for right now.
Have you absolutely ruled out that you're going to the game?
I got something to do, Rob.
Never rule it out.
I got to be somewhere.
Well, maybe after the hockey game you could cut out and maybe catch the second half.
I don't think so. Yeah, go to Dulles Airport.
Yeah.
Take a private jet down there.
Jimmy will tell you he's convenient to the airport.
Rental car help. Jimmy's working on it. We've had Rob. Rob was contacted by someone who was helping with rental
Right.
cars.
Excellent.
We're whittling down our rental car cost. Your guy was helpful.
Did it help?
I researched
But we need
yesterday.
more,
but it's-
right?
Yes.
We need more.
Yes.
And I'm working with a female. Over, she
bet you
contacted
are.
you and I.
Hey.
I know. I knew as I said it. That's why I
I
stuttered.
would stutter too.
As
yeah.
a matter of fact, Mark is renting an El Camino with a mattress in the back.
Now, so you didn't tell me that before the show because you are the great communicator. So what is who are you working with?
This is the one that contacted you and I both on Facebook the other
Okay.
day.
All right.
Three-way.
Three.
Dream come true.
No.
There's lots of room.
No.
Mike, there's lots of room in the El Camino.
So we've got it. So how is it going on your front?
I'm waiting to hear back. I gave her all the details, and I'm waiting to hear back.
All right. So we're really the house is booked. We are set to go for
Going to
spring
Fl-
break 2013 down in Fort Myers Beach, Florida. We're going to be down there the first week in March. Plan your vacations accordingly.
Yes.
Like Andrew Langer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an example.
He's planning his vacation down there.
Will you do my favorite new catchphrase of calendar year 2013?
What's that? Andrew, you hump?
Langer, you hump.
Langer, you hump. I love it. So Andrew
does
has
he.
contacted
I know he
me.
does.
He's planning on being down there. So look, I look at it. It's going to be a good old fun time.
Well, sure it will.
And I think we're going to do the shows in the house, but we're going to be out and about to mingle with the great unwashed. And
Now-
we look forward to meeting you if you're down there, especially if you happen to wear bikinis and you're an attractive man.
I'm open to all requests.
This is going to be the creepiest trip ever.
Geographically
Yes,
Could
it
speaking,
be.
will.
Could be the stinkiest trip ever.
geographically,
creepy.
well, the
Beach stink.
Well, the humidity alone.
Right.
Geographically speaking, we'll be on the west coast of Florida, right?
Yes, Rob.
Very cool.
Fort Myers is on the west coast.
Well, I've not
I
mapped
haven't
it
been down
yet.
there either.
You know, I didn't plan on talking about this, which is always makes for a great show. But I should ask you: do you think that we should make every attempt, with the number of bodies we have,
Yes.
to make the trip in in a solid 14 hours?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to stop.
Just go the whole time.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's
That means-
nothing amongst like 6 people.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone
We're
could-
looking to get 2 large SUVs. That's how we're going to go.
We'll have 6 people.
Yes.
So we can all drive for an hour and change
Every hour.
14 times. Piece of cake.
That's
Now,
really a great idea.
Don't forget to allow for time
Well, okay.
south
How
of the border.
cool is that every... Well, you're going to have 2 cars, though, so everybody has to drive for 2 hours.
And you know what? I
That's
don't
nothing.
think there's no rule that we all have to stay in the same car the whole trip.
Right. Fire drill.
Yes. I don't know what it's called now, but in the old days it was called an Asian fire drill.
So we leave Friday, and we will get there somewhere midday on Saturday.
Yeah, 14 hours later.
Maybe early morning on Saturday.
You never
Could be.
know.
We'll drive through the night.
Depending on how much time we spend at south of the border.
And we have to stop at south
Yes,
of the border.
right.
Well, if nothing
That's
else.
why I'd like to get an early start on Friday, if we
Right.
can, so that we can go to the reptiles place.
See, I have a vision in my head already of us driving through the night in a thunderstorm. I don't know what it is. Lots of tears and lots of treachery.
So Friday the 1st is when we leave.
Uh-huh.
And then we're scheduled to get down there sometime on Saturday. That's when we
Right.
got the house booked. And I like the idea of each person driving for 2 hours.
Sure.
That's incredible.
But you can't go wrong. Why is that-
Anybody
why
can
is that
drive for
blowing
2
your
hours.
mind?
Or longer
What?
if they
Why
want
would we
to.
stop is the question.
Yeah, just keep
Well,
moving.
I was thinking that we
I
break
can
the
do-
because when I do it with my bride, that's a
but
lot of
she's
driving for
pregnant
both
and
of us.
you're old.
I know.
Oh.
But hey!
Just saying.
No, but I'm saying when you drive with 2 people,
Yeah.
you normally break the trip up in 2
Right.
when you're going down there.
But was there
You
not...
understand what?
But you've
What?
driven that
What?
straight
What?
before.
What?
Hadn't we discussed the possibility of a meet and greet on the way down at like the halfway mark?
Yeah, maybe on the way back. No, I don't know.
God, you're going to hate that.
I think meet and greets when we're traveling is going to be a little. I think when we get into the state
How
of Florida,
about a 10-minute meet and greet?
No, I'm thinking maybe Tampa.
I'll fix this. I'll fix this.
What if
What?
Everyone's cheap chip fall into place?
Everyone's cheap what?
Like there's a chip in everybody's head.
Cheap chip.
that
Not
makes you a
mine.
cheap guy.
The cheap
right?
chip,
Yes.
yes.
does the thief on Downton Abbey have a cheap chip?
Yeah, there is a thief. I saw an episode with my girl, and there's somebody that's
Yeah,
stolen.
there was some
He
stealing.
was probably watching.
Yes.
Are you
They had
being
they
served?
thought the towels or something was
yeah,
stolen.
and he wanted to resign.
or the tuxedo or something like that. His
Yeah.
dinner jacket was stolen.
Yeah, it
Oh
was.
God! Now I'm watching.
Oh,
So,
it's terrific. I love that show.
that if we don't
I cried like a baby. I swear to God, I cried like a little biatch.
Wow.
if we don't stop, that means we don't have to pay for another hotel.
This
That's
is true.
That's true. But if we're going to do a scheduled stop at the Reptile House,
Yes.
what if we do sort of continuing Facebook updates? What time we're going to be at the Reptile House?
I think we can work on all of that.
and then
that'd be
everyone
nice.
can meet us
That'd be
there.
nice.
You know, I
and
might-
then if they had signs, all the better.
I think it's terrific. We should do that. We should do the updates at the Reptile House. I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be good.
There's also a lot of other things to see at Downton, not Downton,
Oh my God!
at south of the border. I'm
Get
sorry.
a hold of yourself,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm confused.
Pedro says
It
Sybil
should be
gave-
terrific.
Pedro says Sybil died during
The
childbirth.
Reptile House at south of the border is, in my opinion, the best reptile
I'd
house
love
for the
to see
money.
it.
I think it's like $5 to get in, and
Right.
it's absolutely terrific.
That's $1 a reptile.
No, it's not. They've got alligators, they've got caimans,
How
they've
big are
got
the-
crocodiles, they've got every poisonous snake you can imagine. It's terrific.
Boy, you're selling me now. And are they caged or are they just running loose?
They're actually in little
They're
aquariums.
in a restaurant.
And they actually have a little, is it terrariums?
Yeah,
Stuff like
terrariums,
that.
nice
Yes.
stuff.
What do they call? Well, they have little-
Herpetarium.
and they have enclosures that are little pools where the alligators are. You look over a fence, and there are the gators.
What are bigger, gators or crocs?
It depends. Caimans, I think, are the smallest ones. They're the smallest version of that. The crocodiles Nile crocodiles can get huge, and American alligators, as they're called, are absolutely massive.
How big are South Carolina alligators?
There are South Carolina alligators.
But how big are they in
Florida,
the-
they're in Florida. They're in North Carolina. They're in South Carolina.
Do they have, like,
along the
say, a
coast.
6-footer at this reptile house?
They have to keep them, I think, manageable because of the size of the building. The size of the building is about the size of a shed. No,
That'd be good.
stop it.
This is a
You're
beautiful.
exhausting me today. Do you
That's
know
a
that?
beautiful
You are just.
reptile.
You've come in ready to go.
Like having a
You know,
toddler.
whenever Rob is a little tardy, it's just like the first 10 minutes of the show is like.
And tardy late, not tard like TARD.
Well, that
Apostrophe
too.
Y, yeah.
Well.
The combination of that. All right, let's get a Rennie Rude update. Listen, everybody was turned on by this. Buzz is ready to pay off his bet
right.
because she does not exist. She unfriended Mark Ronick.
Oh, dear.
Or whoever.
Let me just say this about Rennie. Thank you for all your feedback that you loved our sleuthing.
The Inquisition?
Sometimes I do not have my finger on the pulse of our listening audience. Sometimes I'm a little confused. And
Well, you were upset yesterday. You were confused.
I was upset with the
You're
whole
upset.
day. It was a rough day for me.
Yeah.
But she, or this person who's creating her personality,
Whatever.
people seem to really dig it. We got tremendous accolades on Facebook where people were talking about how they love the show and they love the content. So I guess I didn't recognize that people were being entertained by that. At the same time, Rennie Rude has now unfriended Mark Ronick. We have all unfriended
Yes,
her.
we have.
Block, baby.
I actually asked Mark Ronick. I said, "Would you keep that page open so we can keep tabs on her and find out what's going on?" So I don't think
She
we're able to
hasn't
do that
blocked
anymore.
me, but it looks like the other thing that I've noticed is not only has she unfriended me, but I think she's added a whole bunch of privacy options to her page now, so even the public will have a harder time seeing what she's up
Well,
to.
that's probably for the best.
So why would she do that though? Why do you think she would go ahead
I
and
don't.
do
Maybe because she doesn't. If she's trying to create this facade and keep it going, she wants those who know that she's a fraud to stay away from her
Yeah, because
page.
she probably has like Johns across America sending
Right.
her stuff.
Yeah,
And
or
also-
blow the scam.
She did not stand up well, Mike, to the Inquisition.
The Inquisition.
Get the comfy chair.
So do you think there were lots of people that were saying they thought it was the Belcher, that person that used to be on our show
Yeah.
that got very angry that had a relationship with Buzz? There's the common
Yes.
theme again. You were a believer in him too for a
Well,
while there.
You'd have to define that. Yeah.
You were a friend of his. For a
I
while.
think he's a talented guy who might have a problem.
Do you think there's any chance that this persona could have been created by him? Is there any shot at
There's
that?
definitely a chance of that. I don't
It's
think
not
so,
likely.
but I don't know.
I feel
You know,
like
I
he
don't
would want
think
too
so.
much more attention.
Then the whole point of this discussion, and let me open this up to our listeners.
Right.
With keeping it in your pants, ladies and gentlemen, really, I don't mind people doing a little investigation.
Sure.
I don't mind people finding out more about this fictitious or otherwise persona. I would like to hear more. I would like to hear more because I do not feel that we achieved 100% closure. 100%
we got close,
closure.
though. We got close.
We got close, but that you only get closure on something like this when you say, "Oh, this is the person." The only way you get closure is when Tia Leone's hoaxster comes on Dr. Phil and confesses.
Here's what we proved yesterday. The person who was on the phone with us is not the person described in all the online profiles on all the social networks. That much we know.
Right.
But we really know no more than that.
So that's why I'm unsatisfied.
Right.
You see,
I
I would like to
understand.
get more. I would just love to know what's going on. What has this person done? What are they up to?
Right.
And we've got thousands of people that are out there in Facebook land who have communicated with this character of Rennie Rude. The character. At this theater. And I just want to know more. To me, I feel
a lot of
unsettled.
unanswered questions.
I'm unsettled about the whole thing.
Before I blocked her yesterday, I took one last gander at that page. And what I love about our listeners is that a lot of them listen during the program.
Right.
So
While we're taping.
when I went directly to her page, and anybody that's ever, I guess, administered their own Facebook page, it takes a while to see everything that's come through, especially if you're a lawyer and you're in court.
Right.
And there's a bunch of catfish videos of like women holding catfish. There's just catfish in general, and they were all over that girl's wall or that person's wall. And
And I'm curious as to this person, whether they have used their power for good. Because we don't have...
Or did she use it for bad?
The Inquisition!
You would think after all this that there may be a message that we would get, one of us on the show about, this is what happened to me. This person arranged to meet me at such and such. And we've gotten none of that. So there has been, as far as we know, there has been no real malice by this person. So
who would admit to it, though?
But here's the thing.
It's embarrassing.
There's so many questions that I have. Questions like, was it just designed for the show? Like, for example, when we spoke to that woman yesterday, my impression was there was a guy that arranged to have a woman portray Rennie Rude
and
in the phone call,
Tony,
and it was a woman who had no idea who we were and no idea about the show whatsoever.
Right.
But she was calling us dumbasses, and so I pictured a conversation with this guy, Tony, who she referenced during the call. Tony saying, "You got to call these dumbasses. They think you're real. Laugh, laugh, laugh." Now, when you hear Tony, there are two people that we got a voicemail that went to Tina,
Right.
and then we got a guy that she referenced during the phone call was named Tony.
Yes.
And so I immediately was thinking about, what Tony could it be? Is there a Tony? And I'm searching did any of you guys do this?
No.
Yeah.
I did it
didn't-
yesterday.
I didn't track down
Did
Tony.
you guys try to sleuth at all? With this?
We did after the show, as you recall.
Right.
And
We
didn't
sat
have many
here and
Tonys
looked.
that
I
looked
looked
right.
last night, and I said, well, that person probably went out of their way to make sure that nobody could track them down.
Right.
We referenced that she's on Google Plus,
Right.
Yeah.
And there is one Tony on Google Plus that she's friends with,
Yeah, we found
and it's
that,
the
right?
same name that we were talking.
And it's a
yesterday.
famous name.
It is. It
Yeah.
happens to be a.
It's a famous name. We shouldn't mention the last name.
No, but I mean, ever since Tony Randall died, I think he's probably not the guy.
You are somebody. You know why your life is blissful, because I
Stupidity?
will stew on this, and you could give a rat's ass. It is no more part. You probably didn't even check, did you?
I did when we were sitting here.
When we were
remember?
sitting, but other than that, it's like
beyond that, no.
This is somebody who scammed the show. I take it personally.
Well, I'm off on another adventure, another Rob
I know,
adventure,
la, la, la.
to make you happy.
It's working. Yeah, it's great. But I just, that's why I'm not satisfied. I want more info. Like for example, if this is a guy
Right.
who has created this personality,
Which I bet
I don't
it is.
think we let it lie. I think we go until we find out some
Well,
information.
a lot
I
of
don't
people-
want any retribution. I could care less.
You just want the
but I'd
facts.
like the information.
And on that subject, anybody sleuthing needs to be sure and protect themselves from any kind of legal exposure. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who are concerned that whoever is behind this hoax has been involved in some kind of possibly criminal activity, and trying to cover it up. So be very careful. And but it might be worth investigating.
what
just
if-
because
I don't think
of
it's that malicious. I really don't think. I think it's somebody just having fun.
Probably. probably.
I mean,
but
I don't
anything's
think
possible.
I don't think anybody would. If this was somebody that was involved in something like that, there's no way anybody would have come on the show. That would have been
Right.
shut down.
Right.
And so this is somebody who enjoys the back and forth.
But
who
even
enjoys
if you're doing a practical joke, you want to be able to pop out from behind the sofa at some point and yell, "Ha ha! I did it! You know, I got you."
No, not if you're. No, look at Manti Teo.
Did anyone look behind the sofa?
Can someone ask Buzz to put that cash down because it's moving uncontrollably here?
Yeah, you
Buzz,
should
would
pay
you
us,
like
Buzz.
to pay the bet?
I would, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
$20
there you go.
for each of
I'll
us.
pass it
Take
around.
one, pass
Thank
it
you all
along.
very much. Thank you.
very
That's
much.
$20 for each of us.
That's very
Buzz,
nice.
Thank you,
Buzz,
Buzz.
stand-up guy.
It's one I'm proud to
Yeah.
pay.
Stand-up guy.
I'll
and-
give you yours later.
No, give Buzz mine because I'm not collecting mine
Oh, no, you
until
should.
there is irrefutable evidence.
Oh,
I will take my $20 from Buzz
okay.
when I have my answer.
All right.
And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I am a long way away from getting my answer yet.
Right.
Continue your sleuthing and contact me. Thank you. We'll take a break, come right back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Give the pass a slip.
I hate it when you do that now. That's why I know you like you turn it down real fast and turn it up real fast.
Well, you know what? That makes the actual broadcast on WTNT sound a lot tighter.
I know it does. You're doing a great job. And hey, I want to thank all of our
It's
new
Mark, actually.
Washington, D.C. listeners that are listening to us on 102.9 WTNT. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate that. And spread the word, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Friday. Tell your friends, your late commuters.
Yeah.
God knows, commuting around D.C. is a nightmare. And, let them know that we're on the air. Our show is brought to you by Wait Not. Don't just make a resolution. Make a commitment like you did.
100
And
pounds, man.
Is your TV commercial for Wait Not still running
It's
around the
still
country?
around,
Yeah.
and it's also at waitnot.com where you can go to find out information
You should
about the
see it if you
program. But
haven't.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, what you learn, we talk about this all the time. It helps you, but it also helps your family.
Right.
This is somebody who might not necessarily even be, on the program because they need to be, but they will pick up the habits that you have, like your wife and like your kids.
You learn how to eat right with real food in real life.
And you get to go to the grocery store, you pick out that great food that they like you to eat and the organic food, and it's real stuff. And then when you get into the habit, it helps you, and you lost how much?
100 pounds. man.
100 pounds!
And if you ever try organic hamburger meat, you'll never go back.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic.
Call 855-WAIT-NOT. That's 96% lean hamburger meat.
Of course, Mike.
855-WAIT-NOT, 855-934-4486, or visit waitnot.com. Wait Not, show us what you're made of. It's time to look better, feel better, and be better. Okay, I had this yesterday, and I didn't give it to you guys.
What is it?
It's the new iPhone app. I have to be mindful of the fact that we're on the radio.
Yeah.
Another new
It's
app.
one of those apps.
Oh.
The new iPhone map will measure your
Oh, I heard about
and
this.
suggest the perfect condom.
Yes.
Oh, how nice.
That's a question that your iPhone can now answer for you thanks to a new prophylactic suggestion and safe sex education app called Condom Size. Not to be confused with Gangnam Style.
No. Or maybe.
Condom Size's main function is getting an accurate measurement of both.
Yes.
Can I go here with radio?
Keep going,
I
and
forgot
I'll let
the
you know.
rules.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be specific.
No.
It measures both
Aspects?
It measures how far it is to the door, and it measures around the door.
Oh, good. The width
if you
of the
get my yes.
The width of the door.
Thank you very much. And it's for men, of course, not for women.
No.
In order to get that measurement, the app asks the man to hold something while it's in a particular state
You mean like,
Against the-
Delaware?
against the edge
Yes.
of the iPhone and use the inch or centimeter markings to obtain an accurate lengthwise appraisal. Here's the thing.
Oh, I think I'm going
This is an app. What's wrong with a ruler?
Well, you know what, Mike?
What's wrong with a yardstick or a tape
In that
measure?
case, I'm going to need an iPad.
I think this one gives you
Mini.
comparative results,
Still.
so you know how you stack up against average, for example.
One coworker, upon hearing the description of this app, said, "I am never borrowing anyone else's iPhone again."
God, you know, I'm thinking about that, too.
Mark made a disgusting noise, like yours has never been there before.
Never.
Only when it's set to vibrate.
All right. After you enter the distance to the door and how the
Yes.
measurement around the door, the app recommends a condom as well as your own world ranking.
Oh, that's nice.
See, that's what it's about.
How you compare to the average international. And so listen.
They say it's for condom size, but it's really so you know.
So you
So
get
will
on
this
a
give you a
leaderboard?
ranking?
Yes. How you compare to the rest of the world.
How do you know all this?
Well, I was reading a story about it the other day. As a matter
Okay,
of fact.
from there you can view a
While he
chart
was wiping off his iPhone.
of different
Oh, I
condoms
probably
and
should do
purchase
that.
them on Amazon. You can read some tips for using them and some fun condom facts.
Well, you
Fun
know,
facts.
those are better
Who doesn't like fun?
than the ones that aren't fun.
The app, a disclaimer urges upon startup is for entertainment purposes only.
That's right.
Man, this is how you get your entertainment. Although
It's like everything else at Spencer Gifts, Mike, for entertainment purposes only. Novelty item.
I may purchase the app.
How many?
It's 99 cents.
How many silly things have you done when it comes to that type of that area?
Define
As far as measuring?
define
Yes.
silly.
I think we've all. Has anyone in this room ever measured theirs?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You have?
Yeah,
Okay. I think I have once. But not like with a regular.
When you're 18,
I don't know. It's been a while.
Well, not with a regular what? Ruler? What did you use? A French curve?
The
a yardstick.
What do you mean a French curve?
I mean, I'm trying to think.
The
what-
hell's a French
protractor?
You don't talk about
Compass?
the shape of yours. This app, the app, a disclaimer urges upon startup is for entertainment purposes, and the team behind the program, Todd Moore and Company, doesn't appear to have any sort of medical credentials behind it. Well, yeah, why do you need medical credentials?
Dr. Todd Moore.
I like the idea of how you stack up internationally.
And that's what it's about.
Internationally,
They say it's so you'll know what size condom, but really that's not who's buying it.
right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Greece was included in that survey.
Hey, well, I
I
tell
don't
you.
know why I said, "Hey, how you doing?"
I did it, Mike, and the condiment recommended for me was a party balloon used to make animals.
Condom Size's official webpage does feature some extended information, though all of it appears to have been copied from the human penis size Wikipedia page.
Yes.
Yeah.
In other words, don't take the Condom Size app too seriously. It's good for a distraction, but probably should not dictate your condom purchasing habits.
Shouldn't what?
Shouldn't what, Mike?
What's that?
What
Dictate?
shouldn't it do?
Hey, stop it. And if you're going to use it, please, okay, all right. They tell you what to do with your screen afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, you know,
clean it off.
That's gross.
And for what?
That's
whatever-
not white noise.
And forever. Oh.
Can I ask you, if, all right,
Don't hit FaceTime.
just to be really analytical here and really break it down,
yeah.
so somebody goes, hey, clean it up. If you're measuring that part of your body,
Right.
it's the exact same thing as, say, measuring your forearm.
Unless,
And if you're- now,
unless you
hold
get
on.
really excited.
No, but that's
Where are you going
see,
with
that's
this?
the thing. Every guy, and the way we look at sex in America, as soon as that part of the body is, you better clean it up.
Do you take?
What the hell is that about?
I think the presumption is because you're supposed to be in a certain state when you take this measurement.
Yes, and in that certain
once
state
you're-
does not
once-
necessarily mean you're going to kaboom all over the place.
Yeah, but oftentimes if you get in the car,
Yeah,
you're going to have
but
to go ahead and drive to the store.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
That area,
No, but what
that
I'm-
area of your body.
Yes.
And know this, that a lot of people don't take showers every day.
Yes.
And
yeah,
that,
and Mark, about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mark, you really ought to do that.
so
on a
it's
regular basis.
gamey just to start. It's not a place that's
Incidentally,
nice and
I have
fresh.
a tell. I have a tell for everybody.
Yeah.
I will probably never be wearing a hat if I have showered.
Oh, I figured that out already.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, Columbo. I'm glad you did.
Hey, one more question.
You're in here.
You know
you're
why,
here
though?
in the studio
No, here's
with me.
why, because whenever-
Incidentally, I didn't go to a business meeting without a shower. like you did.
Oh, what? I noticed this because
Oscar and I both noticed that.
there
anyway.
you do walk in the room with some shame that you haven't taken a shower because
Yes.
you usually announce it to us that you haven't, and when you do, you're always wearing a hat. So I've put two and two
And
together.
you know what? And you always you've been good about that. You used to do that when we worked at the radio station. When you would go with your newspaper to the bathroom,
Yeah, I think we all knew
You
that.
would always make a big deal of it because you didn't want to think people you thought were hiding the fact that you were going to take a dump.
I am very, very aware.
I
of
loved you waving the
people's
US
perceptions of me.
I love when you would wave the USA Today at Colette and say, "I'm going into the men's room now."
Yes, Colette, please hold my calls.
And then
with a
amuse
newspaper
her.
in my hand.
You
hold
are-
my calls, darling.
You are the diffuser.
Incidentally, since we're talking about hygiene and showers, a message to the O'Mara shower and Mrs. O'Mara. Mrs. O'Mara, I understand you are probably one of the most fastidiously clean women I have ever known in my life, and that is probably why you have purchased atomizer jugs of your toiletries. I'm talking shampoo, conditioner,
Cartoon size.
body wash,
a better
and
buy.
you know when you
Did she do it at Costco or BJ's?
no, she gets them everywhere. I mean,
I
she
see.
Costco. Are you kidding
Well,
me?
for a
Costco?
large.
Yeah, you're
They
saying about a
sell-
large
yeah.
bottle.
No, she
Body
goes, she
wash.
gets these things at the salon where she goes.
forgive
but I will
me.
tell
La,
you,
la, la.
well, la la la.
Pardon
You know,
me,
I
sorry.
mean, you're it's always Costco with you.
It
It's
is.
closest thing
You
to my
have such
house.
a limited frame of reference.
Well, it's
you know,
because I'm an
like-
idiot.
And we dig that about
That made
you.
me laugh. Thank you. So she gets these jugs.
Nice. I'm not limited there, buddy.
Get out my app.
She gets these jugs of shampoo the size of like torpedoes.
There you go again.
Wow.
And
jugs.
So it feels like you're walking around potted plants.
so today I was washing out my hose.
God, this show is so full
Come
of
on.
Freudian slips.
I'm telling the listen. Everything I'm saying right now is not for purposes of comedy. I am telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm washing out my hose. Now, what is my hose? You may ask. My hose is that little thing that I got to breathe with at night. The CPAP thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
your Darth Vader mask.
Every week or so, they say give the hose.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Give the hose a good, thorough cleaning. And what you do is you run shower water. You put a little soap in it. And you run hot water through the hose so it cleans it out, and then you air dry it, and then you're good to go for another week or two.
Right.
Sure. That's how you do it. So this I'm moving around in the shower in a different way, doing all these different things, and my elbow accidentally hits one of these atomizer jugs. And what is it? What are you doing?
It's your Darth Vader mask.
Luke, seriously, when Carla says "I love you," good night to me at night, this is seriously what it's saying. I am not exaggerating. Pretend you're Carla. Say "I love you, Mike."
I'm leaving.
What?
No, I'm sorry. I said, good night, dear.
Good night, honey. It's horrible. It's why you can never. I don't think any single man. And I had one when I was single, and I put it like under the bed and never saw it again.
Yeah.
Because no one's getting laid.
Yeah. How did you guys make a baby?
It's I have no idea how that happened. Well, I didn't have the thing on.
Have you ever
good.
thought of putting a
won't
flight
snore.
suit on?
Flights.
All I was talking about.
Did your magic machine go to Haiti?
No, it did not. I didn't have it. I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Okay.
I did have it in Haiti.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
don't-
you
but I
had
didn't-
it, but you didn't bring it
traveled
with
light.
you.
I didn't take it to Haiti, and
You would probably have scared the natives.
I'm addicted to it now. I have a whole procedure. I am so.
I'm glad you're using it faithfully. You need
I am
to.
so infirmed at night. It's so disgusting.
You couldn't make a quick getaway if there was, God forbid, a fire?
Let me just get back. I'll tell you the whole process
Okay.
of what I do getting ready for bed, and it is not attractive, and it is not sexy. There's nothing sexy about it. There's nothing.
You're going to
even-
burst that balloon for all the
Is-
listeners that when you go to bed it's not sexy?
Let me put
Did
the
you
app
take
away.
an extra pill this morning?
I took no pills this morning.
I swear. So she has these things, and I knocked 2 of them off the little counter
Right.
in the shower.
'Cause they're big.
And I swear to God, if this had come anywhere near my foot, I would have a broken foot.
Yeah. Oh,
That's how much
wow.
stuff is in this.
That
the goo.
sized, yeah.
There's one that, and I think the shampoo stayed up there, but the conditioner got knocked down. And I use actually her new shampoo that she got from the salon because I like the name.
What's it called?
Tiger.
Oh.
Look at you.
It's called Tiger shampoo.
Now, what if you got her to keep the shampoo as I do? I keep my Head and Shoulders pump on the floor of my shower.
What kind of Head and Shoulders? There are different derivatives.
It's just the standard.
Do you do Head and Shoulders scalp itch?
No, just the standard
Do
Head
you
and
do
Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders extreme itch?
No,
I spent a lot of time in the shampoo aisle at
Study.
CVS.
It's standard. It's whatever, you're going to just bite my head off again. And don't worry, it's been shampooed.
What do you mean, Costco?
Yeah, it's from Costco. It's whatever the big
You get
bottles
everything
are-
at Costco,
Well, it's
don't
the
you?
closest store to my house.
So that's why you get Head and Shoulders.
Well, yeah, but also I like
Doesn't
the way
Costco,
no, it's a good shampoo.
for men's shampoo, Costco's got Head and Shoulders, and then they've got Head and Shoulders.
That's
They
it.
probably
Right.
have 2 or 3 brands.
They
That's
have
it.
like 2 or 3 major
No, I think
brands.
they have just one.
Really?
For Head and Shoulders, yeah, because the thing is they buy big but buy one. And I
Right,
think that's the only one
right.
they have. But it's great. It's got the pump. I like that.
I use Head and Shoulders to wash my bag.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, then you're not
He
doing
means
it
from
right.
his CPAP
I use a
machine.
different shampoo to wash my hair that and then another shampoo to wash my hair.
Do you use body wash? It's the same
no,
thing, I guess.
no, I use.
You don't use Tiger?
I use Head and Shoulders.
Okay.
Because I like the tingle that it gets. On the,
Oh,
on
dear.
And
the
it also prevents the itching.
bag. Yeah. It does, and when you're
It does,
working out and you're
actually.
walking around and it's hot and it's
Getting
the
it done.
summertime,
There's
you know,
there's
there-
science behind that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's good.
There's
That's a good
science. Well, you're a man of science.
What is the
right.
science,
Yeah.
Buzz? Can you
Well,
tell us in a minute or less?
Actually, it's Head and Shoulder shampoo is often prescribed by dermatologists to treat seborrhea and psoriasis. So it makes
Remember them?
sense. It makes sense that it would address itching as well, especially down there.
Thank you, Buzz.
So
Right.
what was the message to your wife?
The message is really, I mean, I'm scared of your giant, oversized, toiletries.
It's gonna kill
the
somebody.
shampoo and the conditioner. I mean, they're so light. That's 15 pounds of goo that's coming crashing down on your foot. And be careful, for God's
Can
sake.
she move him to the floor?
Yeah, perhaps. But then there's unnecessary bending,
And also
which I'm
you-
also not a fan of.
At his age, he doesn't want to trip.
This is true.
My hip!
But anyway, get that app, guys, if you can. Perhaps on Monday's show, we could all come in, because at some point between now and Monday,
I'll buy it now.
we'll be able to measure ourselves.
And no lying.
We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll give you the details on my getting ready for bed on the Mike O'Meara Show. Welcome back to MikeO'MearaShow.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you it's voting time.
Oh, good.
Oh.
I love
Getting out
the
my
vote.
Warby Parkers.
Ah, yes.
Oh, nice.
Mine too.
I'm getting out my
Bring mine
Warby
in.
Parker glasses. This is for those of you that watch the show on TV.
And by the way, remember how
Great being on
yesterday...
TV, too.
Yeah.
Remember how yesterday we all agreed that mine were too small for my face?
Yes.
Yes.
I called Warby Parker. Not only that did they help me, they said, the return is no problem. They said, here's 4 models that are wide, that are good for wide faces.
that's
If you
great.
call them, they'll tell you what's good for your face.
Now, I think these are too small for my face.
They are.
They're too small.
We're talking about Warby
frames are
Parker.
nice.
You look like Buddy Holly with an eating disorder.
You can stop paying iPhone prices for prescription eyeglasses. We're here to tell you about Warby Parker.
Yeah.
I got my my 5 pairs to try on in the mail, and I've tried them on. I've got a pair that I like in particular, and let me try these and tell me what you
so
think
do you
of
know
these, guys.
already the one you want us to vote for?
Yes, I do. Go to warbyparker.com. Glasses start at just $95. What do you think of these?
Boy, I like those. I like
Very
those a
nice.
lot. And also those you could take off when you switch into your Superman suit to fly away.
I like
They're a
those.
little-
We're doing a commercial for eyeglasses.
The
Well, I'm
frames
talking
are
about-
nice.
You say you want to get it out of your pop culture, Al. Okay, you want to really.
I'm saying those are great glasses, but
Thank
they're a
you.
little
Well,
Clark
that's
Kenty on you.
and that's
Clark
the beauty
Kent
of getting
wore
5
glasses.
pair, Mike. Some might not look great on you.
Oh, Buzz, those look
Now,
good.
this was
Can I
my
see
favorite
those?
pair.
Oh,
yeah.
those look good.
I know.
I
You
had-
look like you're a blind man.
Now these are
That's,
sunglasses.
that's why I like
I
it.
The
feel
frames
like a
are
blind
nice.
man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like that.
Here we go.
But the nice thing about the dark lens
Could
is
we
it's
see
really
the ones you
perspective.
don't like?
Sure you can.
Every pair is custom fit using your prescription, complete with anti-glare, anti-reflection coatings, and polycarbonate lenses at no extra cost. They're comfortable and they're contemporary, and you can try up to 5 pairs with free shipping to find the right pair for you. Let me see, Buzz.
That's not bad.
These
The
are
tortoise
brown-
shell,
They're not
those are
bad,
good.
but you know
Brown,
what?
not my favorite color.
I like you in the black glasses
I
better.
like the other ones.
Yeah.
But
I
don't
like
you
the
already
other
have black sunglasses? Don't you want to change it up a little bit?
Actually, I don't.
You
Did you
don't?
get
I mean,
five?
I do now.
Did you get 5 pairs of sunglasses?
4. I got 4.
You got 4?
I picked out 4 that I like.
And
yeah.
speaking to the polycarbonate coating that you were mentioning, you know that most of their sunglasses are also polarized, and if you spend time
Yeah,
near the
that's
water,
great.
it's fantastic.
See,
a lot of
I
eye
like
protection here.
those.
So what we're talking about with
Yeah, me too.
warbyparker.com, let me talk about this. You can select 5 pairs of sunglasses that you want to try, and then you
Or
pick,
regular glasses.
You pick the ones you like, and if you're an idiot like Rob, you only get 1 pair. But and
can
then
do
you have
1 to
ta-
5, whatever you like.
But you, are
And
you
it
gonna,
took me forever because I was locked in a closet too. Because it's tough being stupid.
at
seriously,
Costco.
are you going to go back to and maybe get 5 pairs to try on and see which looks best
The
on
new
you?
package is going to be 3, but I already know which ones I like best.
Now, we ordered our glasses and sunglasses. Then we're going to give them our prescription, and they're going to send us a brand new pair of glasses. And I will cut to the chase and show you the ones that I like the best.
Those are
those
great.
are
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's the
These
best.
are the ones I'm going to
Those
get.
are the
Very,
best
you
for
know what?
you.
They're
Yeah.
hip, but not too hip.
Super hip. That's what I'll tell you. These glasses and sunglasses are state of the art. They are wonderful glasses, and they
Those
are
are
very
really good.
stylish, very modern. And Warby Parker's got them. So you'll find all the details at warbyparker.com and use the code TMOS to get fast. Free shipping, and so we've
look
all
good.
agreed on these. And,
Yeah, you look really
they're
good.
fashion forward.
They
Rob.
certainly are. You look fantastic.
This is what they
Yes,
send
are.
you.
I'm excited. Yeah, Buzz is showing you that.
Right.
So check them out. If you're a glasses wearer, like so many of our audience members are, please go to warbyparker.com. Okay, getting back to the process that I go through.
Your routine?
I was thinking about this last night. Carla gets up earlier and goes to work at about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning,
Wow.
and gets up earlier than I do. So I usually stay up a little later than she does, especially if there's a hockey game and I'm all wound up. I will stay up late, and then I have to go into a darkened bedroom and go through my process.
Your routine.
How do you
And-
not disturb her?
I do. I do.
okay.
Many times, more often than not, I disturb her. And I will tell you that what's frustrating is this process now that I have, I can't just go upstairs, jump into bed and go off to dreamland. It's a process.
Will you
and it's a
describe the
process
process?
because of my failing body. My failing
You know,
body
it's
now.
not
As you get older, there's more prep. There's more
So
maintenance.
with the little machine I have to breathe, the CPAP machine,
But that can't be the first thing in your routine.
that is the first. Well, the first thing is to
Yeah.
get in a state of undress, Rob.
What do you wear to bed again?
I wear my boxer shorts. That's what I sleep in. I sleep in my boxer shorts.
And they're oversized?
Sorry, I couldn't give you more than that. Naked.
That's plenty, Mike.
I sleep naked.
Mike's
I go in.
transparent boxer shorts.
Nice.
So next to the bed is this very modern little machine that's got a hose attached to it, and it's got like a an oxygen mask.
It's
And it's not
electric?
oxygen; it's just air. It's compressed air.
It's electric?
It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie.
And that forces the air. And it's not like pure oxygen; it just forces the air that's in the atmosphere. It forces it in your face.
And it goes through a filter in your face.
in your face.
And it goes through a filter.
Yeah.
And then you put the mask on, and the mask has straps on it, like rubber straps. I've
Straps.
shown it to you before.
Yeah, they're
Right.
comfortable.
And it's it takes some getting used to.
Of course.
And then it blows a certain pressure of air out so that you don't snore. And I tell you, I have it was routine for me. I mean, routine for me during the day. After you guys would leave, at some point, I would fall asleep.
Sure.
I would, whether it was driving or what. No,
That's
I'd
why
be
you
in-
had the ice cream cones.
I would be.
Yeah, I think so.
I would be in the house. Oh, absolutely.
Back then, yeah.
I would have been much fresher when I was doing the morning show, but much fresher.
And it
now.
helps, we should say, that they've improved the machine, so it's easier for you to use now than it
Oh,
was
absolutely.
the first one you got.
Yeah, and
Is
really,
it quiet?
No, it makes it a little bit of it's an
I
air
like that,
it's an
though.
air sound. It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's a white noise.
So, but the thing is, I go in, and then when I started doing the power walking around Manassas, I have a lousy Achilles, and that's probably because I'm a big tub of goo. But the fact is, the doctor gave me this splint thing to sleep with.
I said,
dear.
doctor.
So now, and I'll tell you, I hadn't used it, and then I started using it, and it is like it's a miracle.
It helped.
It makes
Does it attach with Velcro?
well, the Achilles apparently, when you sleep and your foot is kind of flapping forward at night, that puts
You're
I'm being
useless,
totally
dead
honest.
Oh, I
foot.
know what
This
you're
makes
talking
sense.
about now.
It really
Yeah.
puts a strain, and I couldn't believe this when I heard this, and I really didn't believe it even after I got the little splint that they have, and it's this plastic thing, and you put the front of your foot into this Velcro wrap in the front of the splint, and then it's hard plastic that goes up backwards along your
Yeah.
shin, and it causes the foot to be kind of tilted up, and that's another Velcro strap that you strap
So it's
around your
supported.
shin. And I'm sitting there at like 12:30 last night, going into the bedroom,
Strapping
I'm going,
yourself in.
Jesus Christ! Can I go? Can I suspend myself from
Nothing
the
is
ceiling?
simple anymore, is it?
It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
This is me now. Now that I know that this thing works, and that I'm going to be able
Sure,
to work out
sure.
better
Right.
when I have this little splint thing at night. It is this process. It's not a particularly time consuming process, but
It's
this is
another
what I have
step.
to do. I walk in, get into the boxers, take the little container of water that I have to use to humidify my CPAP machine. I have to go in, empty that, clean that out with a tissue, and then I have to fill that with distilled water that I keep under the bathroom sink, fill that to a particular level, then I bring that in the darkened room, try not to stub my toe on the bed,
It's like running
put
a
that
lab.
into the CPAP machine, then I get that done, I sit there, now before I secure my mask to my head, I have to wrap my splint around my stupid Achilles, and I'm saying, Jesus, I'd love to just
No.
come up and go to bed.
Now, here's a question.
Yes.
You are an occasional drinker. You will
Yes.
occasionally tilt one back.
Not nearly as much as I used to.
But in the days
that
that
makes
you,
me feel better too.
in the days that you occasionally have maybe more than 3,
Yes.
do you ever skip these steps and just fall asleep?
Jesus.
100%.
Of course it's going
Are
to
we going to get a
happen.
thunderstorm tonight?
That's
Yeah.
going to happen occasionally,
You
but
know
most
what?
of the time you do it.
Carla's a saint.
Well,
Could you imagine her waking up and being like, got a full day today.
Yeah.
There's my infirmed husband. Just sleeping away.
You really do, right?
Sawing
What
logs.
you've described to me.
I get it when she gets up.
What you've described to me is Darth Vader with his helmet off in the end of Empire
Yes.
or the end of a Jedi.
It sucks because occasionally in the middle of the night, because
you run
you're-
out of water.
oh yeah, that happens.
Sure.
As far as the distilled water,
Yeah, and then what happens?
You suck it dry.
Dry time of
Then
year,
you wake up and you got a dry mouth. You've got
Oh,
a dry
no.
mouth.
There's no alarm.
No, there's not.
That would sort of defeat the purpose.
There is no alarm.
It's to help him sleep.
Hold on a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Without, yeah, in fact, I don't know if you heard, but
funny.
a study out this week said snoring, people who snore a lot, that's a sign of heart trouble or a sign that heart
Yeah,
trouble will be
could
coming.
happen, yeah.
This kind of thing, and a lot of people use these CPAP machines now, helps prevent that.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
know-
keeping him healthy.
I had a bad snoring night. I woke up to Carrie not being in the bed. I was surprised to find that she had not left the house. She was downstairs in the living room asleep. Apparently, I had a very noisy night. And
Do you
she
snore?
abandoned- Oh, yeah. Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah, let's see. You should have that checked out. Maybe a
Did
sleep
you drink
study.
last night?
All right.
Not
Thanks,
much.
RJ. Thanks for taking the police siren out of the replays. Thank you.
But I'm
Gone.
sure it's fine, Mike.
Yeah, that's good. So anyway, I just thought it was funny with the idea of losing water from your distilled water.
Oh,
from
I
your
might
machine.
actually have the sound.
Okay,
This
so-
is when the water runs out of your machine.
Thank you.
A first world
Good
problem.
job, Rob. Thank you
Europe.
very much. Thank
Oh,
you.
I didn't know it was a French machine.
So my foot will slip out of the splint. So I wake up this morning with the machine on my face, and Beluga comes over for a little greeting in the morning, and I'm sitting there with this splint flapping off my shin,
Yes.
and I've got the mascot, and I look over and I go, "My God! Not only did this woman marry me, but I fathered a child with her.
Yes.
It's a goddamn miracle."
Oh,
because
my
I'm lying in the
God.
bed just like, you
Can you
know.
imagine when your baby boy or girl can walk and they can creep over to see you in the morning?
Daddy,
Is
Daddy's
Daddy
a
okay?
monster.
Show and tell. I brought in my father's corrective shoes.
And I'll look at the kid and go, "Baby, I'm your father." So that's it. Speaking of drinking,
Yes.
I was going to inquire. We've got our huge Super Bowl party coming up this weekend at Jimmy's. And hey, listeners of the Mike O'Mara Show, from the bottom of my heart, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've made a little boy named Jimmy Cerrito very happy
Yes.
with selling out his tables. Never happened this early before.
That's awesome.
We're on a roll, guys, and I am so happy that people are into this show, especially here in the Washington, D.C. area.
grateful.
I think the WTNT thing helps a little bit as well. We're delighted to be
Did
having
Andy
a good
Parks
crowd.
get a table?
Andy is more than welcome to come.
I'd love to see him.
And he can bring Fred with him
Yes,
also.
and his mustache
I'd
wax.
love that to happen. So my question, though, I have been missing something with some of our outdoor appearances
Yes.
and our drinkathons that we have. Normally, Oscar, you come to play, and my curiosity is, are you going to come to play Super Bowl Sunday?
You're asking,
Oscars
will I be drinking on Super Bowl Sunday?
And not to excess. I just
no,
like you.
I'll be
Oscars
drinking
world.
to excess.
I enjoy.
I'm back,
enjoy it.
baby.
I
And I'm
enjoy
loving
it
every minute of it.
because it does take a little heat off of me.
Sure.
No, no,
You know, it
it's gonna
truly
be
does.
great.
Yeah.
Is Todd coming?
He may be,
Will he drink to a point of embarrassment?
probably.
I like that.
Tell him to be nice.
And he'll say, yeah.
Zoolander, will Zoo
look,
be there?
I'll put it
yes.
to you this way: that for 3 months, I've been driving around my girlfriend everywhere. I've been DD to friends that I didn't even know I had friendships.
How
with.
is your tummy? Is your tummy okay?
It's 100%.
All right.
Oh, that's great.
I'm better. So I'll be drinking heavily on Sunday.
So that all the good that you've done while you've been on the wagon, bringing back that stomach lining, the process has begun to erode it again.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, I mean, nobody likes a quitter, Mike.
That's right.
So true.
We're talking about our Super Bowl party, and really, there's plenty of room. We really like to jam the Raptors for that. More the merrier. You know, it should
Greatest
be a
room
lot
in the
of fun.
world.
That's right.
Greatest room in the world
We're
for that.
We're going to Jimmy's. I am now going to StubHub to check into because they have expensive tickets.
Reasonably priced.
Not like some other fine sponsors of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
that, what's the one that we love?
Score Big.
Score Big.
Score Big, you can get an unbelievable deal.
I bought-
we're not looking there. We're looking for the higher price.
Because I want to have the example of,
Right.
of Super Bowl tickets.
Last year, I bought my Super Bowl tickets at warbyparker.com. It's got a great deal. They
All
sent
right.
me 5 tickets to choose from.
Okay.
The other day, I looked up the average price when we were talking about that, and it's actually higher than what Oscar thought.
Spiewak, who's playing in the Super Bowl? Go!
The Baltimore Ravens versus the San Francisco 49ers. And
Very
right
good.
now, I think the Niners are favored by 4.
Hey, that's good. I like that. There's going to be a pool.
But the
So-
average price I was finding was like $1,800
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was
For
1,000.
a ticket?
for one ticket.
And while we're talking Super Bowl, Mike, I did some research with some great Baltimore residents. It's a big deal for us since, Baltimore is in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I have quotes from some of the great people of Baltimore regarding how they feel about having their team in. This goes back a little while. This is the late Johnny Unitas. Mike, you remember Johnny Unitas, right?
Yep.
Yeah, here's Johnny Unitas talking about the importance of Super Bowl football.
Bingo! We feed the public. Normally, in a day's time, what we catch as a crew, we'll feed 300 to 400 people a day. We all kind of like have our own territories, and lots of times you'll be working along with a crabber, and he'll give you space to set in between his lines. 20 pots on each line. On a normal day, we'll do
right.
60.
That's
Did
Johnny
you
Unitas.
shoehorn your bit
Yeah.
into this?
Well,
I gotta play this.
I was going to get this.
I was padding for you
This
while
is
you were
going to be
looking.
great citizens in Baltimore.
Yes,
right?
the great citizens of Baltimore. I don't just have Johnny U.
Let's hear. Can we get a clip from William Donald Schaefer?
The
please?
great he was mayor and also comptroller, wasn't
They
he?
used to
of the
call
United-
him mayor for life as well.
Awesome.
Let's hear a clip from William Donald Schaefer.
Back when I first started crabbing, 1st of September, everybody quit and went oyster because you couldn't sell crabs in the fall.
Thank you very
That's
much.
right.
Let's, since we're doing this,
I
how
have
about
one more, yeah.
great citizens in Baltimore? How about Barbara Mikulski?
Oh, she's wonderful. She's
up?
really just
The great senator from the state of Maryland,
Almost no accent.
Barbara Mikulski.
and a great emissary for the entire state. Yeah.
One more rope and we're done for the day. My kids work with me, and these guys work with me, and they like what they do, and we're proud of what we do.
That's right. And, I think it's a great time to be from Baltimore.
We're proud of what we do.
Rightly so.
Maybe tomorrow we'll have tape of Lowell Meltzer.
I'd like to get a.
Might have him live.
All I know is watching the coverage of the Super Bowl and the controversy with Ray Lewis. I want to get some deer antler spray.
Well, and you know what it's
that's
made
alleged.
from? It's very alleged. He denies. Do you want to hear what he said about it?
Sure,
Because I actually do.
absolutely.
And this is actually really Ray Lewis.
Okay.
That was a 2-year-old story that you want me to refresh. I wouldn't give him the credit to even mention his name or his antics in my speeches or my moment. I can't do it, so I won't even speak about it because I've been in this business 17 years, and nobody has ever got up with me every morning and trained with me. Every test I've ever took in the NFL, there's never been a question if I've ever even thought about using anything. So to even entertain stupidity like that, tell him to go try to get his story off somebody else.
Phony drama queen criminal says what?
And
Phony drama queen criminal says what?
Have you
How
ever
dare
felt?
you.
Have you ever felt antlers?
That was for you, Oscar.
Especially on a young deer, the antlers are fuzzy. They have
Okay.
like a velvety that eventually wears
I don't
off.
even
How do you
understand.
know that?
I've heard. I read the story, but I don't know what this cream. I know it's supposed to help with the recovery.
spray.
It is a spray, and it's
I'm going to
made
be
from
using
the
it.
velvet.
I'm going to be using it this weekend before we use the penis app.
Right. That's smart. That's smart.
Allegedly, it is made. Well, it is by fact made from the velvet on antlers.
Okay.
And I know about this because my Uncle David is a hunter, and I've felt antlers before.
Okay.
And
That surprises me.
What's it supposed to do for ye?
It helped him recover from his injury earlier this season, allegedly, but it is a banned substance.
Really?
Or contains it,
Yeah.
right.
So
Because it has
contains
the
banned
same properties that you would find in human growth hormone.
I
Right?
think that is exactly
So
right.
it's scary stuff. But
Yeah.
it seemed, if it's from a deer,
Yeah.
it's kind of like eating a venison
Yeah.
steak.
It's all
deer
natural.
antler, right?
And it's fuzzy and soft.
But you're not your uncle is not a professional athlete.
no one in my family is.
Why wouldn't your
Apparently neither
doctor
is the
give
deer.
that to you for your surgery? Like, it would only make sense.
I think if it's banned, there are probably side
but
effects
you're not
that
playing
exist.
in. Well, I would take the side effects. Wouldn't you want to walk just fine?
I don't like taking anything foreign into the body. I think that
you drink vodka every weekend.
Bad news,
this
bad
is
news for
true.
you,
That's
Oscar.
made from
Exception.
potatoes.
Some of it is.
Or grain, yeah.
What I don't like, and I know that Ray, we get back to it again. I think the controversy follows this man because of what he was involved in. He should manage himself and conduct himself differently.
I
That's
agree.
just my opinion.
And do you feel that he
he
cultivates
should
it?
not be a loudmouth drama queen? And that's what he is.
He
does
cultivates
the
it.
dance. He cultivates it. Yeah, I don't begrudge the guy, paying his dues, going through that. He's been through the judicial process, and I have no evidence to refute anything that has gone through because he cooperated with authorities, and that was that. That was what 13
I've heard
years
it
ago.
said that he cooperated with authorities. I've heard it said that he rolled over on his co-defendants.
And you don't know, but the
Right.
fact is,
He did his
justice has run its course
Right,
with that.
right.
At the same time, it's a murder, and you were around it. You were close to it.
You were one of
It
the
is-
charged.
It has tainted your otherwise stellar NFL career. Therefore, if I'm managing Ray Lewis, I would say, Ray, go about your business.
Humble
You're
it down.
phenomenal. Let your play do the talking. When you do the Ray Lewis dance, you are putting a giant effing spotlight on yourself.
You're right.
And that's why this stuff happens, because people will always remember that guy that got knifed to death. They will always remember that. And the fact is, there are family members of that person who still believe that Ray Lewis is not telling the truth. So you've got to get
The other two were acquitted.
The bottom line is low profile. But there are certain people that being a great elite athlete is not enough. There are plenty of players in the NFL, in Major League Baseball, and hockey, and everything where it is enough.
Yeah, but we don't.
And
reward,
I have mad respect for those guys.
This industry doesn't reward those guys the way they reward.
I don't
a guy
give a
who's
rat's
flashy.
ass. You're rewarded
That's
because
not
you're
good.
getting an amazing amount of money to play football.
That's a decent reward.
Do you want to? Are you going to do it for the $6-7 million?
If you're going to do the dance,
extra?
you got to take the criticism.
That's true.
I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where I am with that. When we come back, I'm just going to give you the prices for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think that's why Ray Lewis is in this spotlight that he doesn't want to be in, and then he
But
cries
he does,
foul,
yeah.
but he could diminish that. if
And
he
there's
wanted
a
to.
certain part of him that might want to be there.
You never know.
Yeah.
He
Oh, I
loved,
think
he
so.
was very enthusiastic at that denial.
He was.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, come back. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Real quick, boys, I've selected some tickets for us.
Wonderful.
good.
Thank you.
I'm going to get a 400 level suite.
Oh, the suite.
Yes.
Sweet.
And it's one. I assume this is the whole suite. I sure hope so.
Not per ticket.
I'm going to need you all to chip in, Buzz. I know you
Sure,
already
yeah.
spent $80
Well, I still
on
got
the
a
whole
little cash
crowd.
left.
$264,713.
I'll cover the 13.
I think no, we can't.
I'm going to go. That was the highest. I'm going to go.
Can we get someone to underwrite
the lowest
that?
price right now. Here we go.
I did read that the cheapest snack at the Super Bowl will be nachos
That's
at
right.
$8.
That's
All
right.
right, section Terrace End, 651. I'm looking around here to see. I've got the
I like it,
seating
Terrace.
chart.
Yeah.
Where is 650? Oh, there it is. That is one of the end zones at the very highest level. Okay?
Yeah.
That's 651, row 20.
Oh, okay.
Two tickets in row 20
Okay.
for $1,475 each.
That seems
Wow.
fair.
Those seats are almost in Houston.
That's just not. You know what? It's a game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And you know
as
what?
much as
I've
It's
been
an
to.
event.
I've been lucky. I've gone to a lot of football games. I've watched it from the field. I've watched it from the stands. I've only once been in seats that were better than watching it on television.
Let's go to the 50-yard line, shall we?
Yeah,
I'm going to go to
please.
the 50-yard line. This is section 142.
What are we trying to deal with?
Section 142, row 3.
Oh, you see,
Man,
good.
that's on the
I
field.
love it.
the
Let's get
game is
these.
very close, so
Listen,
I'm sure they're priced to move.
If you're paying $1,500 for nosebleed,
Right.
to be honest with you, if you have the disposable,
Yeah.
the 142, row 3, 3 tickets, $5,589 each.
Those are priced to move.
May as well pop for the extra.
They're priced to
What's
sell.
another $4 or $5 grand?
Yeah.
Let me see.
You can do that. You can buy a car.
How about a regular, like down lower? Down lower in the end zone. Let's
Right.
say,
Yeah,
let's go with right down on the field, 156 in the end zone.
probably a bargain here.
Can't wait.
That'd be section 156.
And most seats will come with a seat
four
cushion.
tickets
That's
available from $2,598 per ticket.
Wow.
So pretty close.
And sometimes you have to buy all four. You have
Yeah,
to buy them
yeah,
as a group.
right.
Well, that one also you give you extra arm room.
That's true.
You don't want to be
Depending
crowded
on who
in
you
there.
go with.
That's true.
stuff.
You
want
go
a
with
chair to
skinny
put-
people.
want a chair to put your coat in.
Let's open up the audio vault for today, Wednesday, Jan 30, 2013, everybody.
I have to start by issuing an apology, Mike, because of all the people that were so excited.
Yes.
Just like my wife.
Are you excited to go to Jimmy's?
I am.
I didn't read the regular commercial for Jimmy's Old Town Tavern, but we've been talking about it the whole show.
Yeah,
so-
we'll be there. I can't
Come
wait.
ahead.
Thank you.
Join us.
I made a mistake yesterday regarding pop culture, so I'm going to say it's my fault. The end of the Volkswagen commercial we discussed yesterday, Jamaica spot.
Traveling along, there's a song.
I said that was a Brady Bunch song. Of
yeah.
course not. It is
Partridge.
the Partridge Family. So
Okay.
my fault. I apologize. What I was thinking of.
Today's show did a poll, 90% plus
Yeah.
did not think that was racist, so so I was right on that.
Yeah,
and
we all
as I
agree.
knew I would be, and it still makes me laugh out loud. And you know what's funny? Sometimes we'll get a great video, and Rob will play the audio for it,
Right.
and I will laugh more. The audio is so much better
You're right.
alone
Sometimes.
without the video.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh
I
out
agree.
loud.
This is the song I confused it with. The Brady Bunch hit single "Sunshine Day."
Do you have that commercial by any chance?
I do.
I think we're funnier when you can't see us.
I think you're absolutely right.
I think we're funny when we're quiet and we can't be seen.
This commercial, I don't mind playing it again because I just love the guy's accent. And it's a Volkswagen commercial with a white guy
I love it.
walking through his office, and he's got a Jamaican accent, and everybody's having a bad day, but he's just happy-go-lucky, and I think it's worthy of
I
a
love
listen.
my father's take on this commercial. I asked him about it. He says, "How come no time in the commercial do they comment that Volkswagens go through brakes like crazy?" Which they do. But here's the commercial, Mike.
I hate Mondays.
Yeah, they're the worst.
No worries, man. Everything will be alright. Yeah, man. Don't fret me, brother. Sticky bun come soon.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. wicked coffee, Mr. Jim. Julia, turn the frown the other way around.
Hey, Dave, you're from Minnesota, right?
Yes, I. The land of 10,000 lakes. The Gopher State.
So in conclusion, things are pretty dismal.
You know what this room needs? A smile. Who wanna come with I?
Traveling along, there's a song that we're singing.
There's your VW spot, Mike. And, Mike, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Guess who got married?
Who got married?
Jim Nabors.
Who did he? What man did he marry?
The actor best known for playing TV character Gomer Pyle in the 1960s is married his male partner of 38 years.
Oh, hey,
So
way
nice.
to go, Jim.
Congratulations to him.
I didn't know that Jim Nabors was still with us.
That's what I said. Hey, Carrie, Jim Nabors had a gay marriage. She said, I didn't know he was alive.
Does it mention how old Jim Nabors would be now?
Jim Nabors is 82.
Oh, my God.
And his bride, Stan Cadwallader, is 64.
Just a
Oh,
kid.
younger man.
Yeah, grave robber.
Oh, good. He can take care of Jim.
And now, gosh, if they've been together for 38 years, that means he dated him when he was in his 20s.
Golly!
Wow. So there you go. Congratulations. And in honor of Jim Nabors, Mike, I know you'd want a few minutes of him as Gomer Pyle singing Oh My Papa.
Jim Nabors.
Jim Nabors, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy.
Oh, my papa.
There you go. Gomer Pyle.
Me, he was so wonderful.
That's enough. Okay. Did you see Bill Gates on the Today Show this morning?
I loved it.
I thought it was not
really
only
loved
great,
it.
but my favorite
Yeah.
thing is they had a tape of him being
A
interviewed.
beautiful way to introduce him.
Yeah,
I slam the Today Show a lot, but occasionally I give him credit. I thought that was terrific when they showed a clip of him.
From 92 with
92.
Tom Brokaw. You'll love this, Oscar. This is Bill Gates
Pretty
in
cool
1992. And here, Mike, just so to put things in perspective, I started working with you in 1992.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go.
One of the big things over the next couple of years will be getting the computer on enough desktops that will actually communicate using what's called electronic mail. And it's surprising to me it's not happening a little faster.
Wow, that could happen, Mike.
And he said, you didn't happen to have the clip of what he's predicting for the future.
I did not. I did not pull that.
He talked about we will be talking to our computers almost exclusively.
Right.
So it will be audio recognition.
If you have Windows, you already do.
It will be really.
Yeah, but you won't be yelling. Not yelling. Not
That's
yelling.
good.
Thank you.
That's good. I like that one, guys.
I'm out.
Laced with profanity.
You want to talk awkward?
Sure.
How about, I know you love Brian Williams.
Yes.
Newscaster, talking head on the Channel 4, the NBC. His daughter, Allison Williams, is on that show, Girls, and she does a lot of sex scenes.
Yeah.
According to her on Chelsea Handler, Allison Williams says she watches every sex scene, every scene she's in, with her family. So can you imagine being...
Is she the hot one?
She's probably
Girls?
the hottest one.
At one point, she gets so wound up that she does something that women do in their private time, and she does it on camera.
So can you imagine watching
and
that
she
with
is
Brian?
the hottie, right?
Yeah.
She's like the waitress.
She's the pretty one on the show.
She's
She
the
watches
waitress
with her
No,
dad.
I don't know if she's a waitress on the show.
No,
but-
she works in an art gallery.
Yeah, she does.
But
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
so
All
she
right.
watches her sex scenes with her dad, Brian Williams.
I guess it would be weirder if you watched with your dad, which I did. Right. Yeah. Yep, twice. I've seen every sex scene I've ever done on this show with my whole family. And what is that like? It's like people are vomiting in their chairs.
There you go.
I
Can't even
admire
imagine.
that. I don't know if I could.
Don't
Wait a minute.
understand it.
I don't know if I admire that. I don't know if there's a.
Do you think the problem is maybe Brian enjoys it too much?
There's a creep factor.
No,
there.
they're watching the show. Well, he goes.
Yeah, they're watching the show.
He goes to the set when he can, right?
Right.
It's his daughter.
I am on the set.
So she's never nude in that show.
Right.
So
That's
it's
true.
always like implied sex.
Here's what I like Brian Williams an awful lot. I really do, and he's extremely good at his job. But here's the thing you need to know about Brian Williams. He loves show business. He loves everything about show business. He loves Tina Fey. He loves the fact that his daughter's on this show, Girls, and he loves hosting the nightly news. He loves being funny on other shows.
That's
when
his
Oscar
problem.
said that she's fully clothed, I guess I could handle that.
Right.
It'd
But
just be
still,
kind of creepy watching it.
I wouldn't want to watch it with my daughter.
Right.
Even her with my daughter.
I know.
Certainly not my daughter. Do you know what the most deadly animal in the world is, Mike?
The pug?
Turns out it's the cat.
Really?
Yes,
cats.
they have a new survey has come out that shows that cats are responsible for 3.7 billion with a B deaths of other animals every year.
There you go.
Mostly birds.
That's horrible creatures.
That's 2 to
that
4
ought to be eradicated from the planet.
That's 2 to 4 times more killing than experts thought.
amazing. They're just killing machines.
Yeah.
And really, is there anything good about a cat?
Yes.
No.
They're horrible.
And can
wonderful.
But think about this.
Take their teeth out, take their claws out.
Imagine this: if
Have
we
them
had
gum
no
their
cats,
way through their life.
Can you imagine how many more birds there would be?
Oh,
Yeah.
we'd be overrun.
I think
we wouldn't be
I think the
overrun.
birds
There'd be
would
bird
attack
crap
us, yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you ever held a parrot on your finger?
Yeah, I have.
Isn't that a wonderful experience?
It is. They're wonderful birds.
What a wonderful creature. You know what cat do? Chew that up.
Actually,
we had a scare in the O'Mara house
Really?
yesterday. We have these big, soft, like fake meat treats that we give the dogs.
Right.
And Frankie
And
always...
neighbors.
Frankie...
Halloween kids.
Frankie always takes his and runs away with it where he can gnaw on it
Yeah.
and like digest it into little Frankie pieces.
And then give it back to us by the.
I didn't even
Poop it
know I
over
was
there.
doing this. I was feeding it to Frankie, and I was holding him.
Mm-hmm.
And Carla said, "Did you just feed him that whole thing?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "He doesn't eat like that. He doesn't eat like that." And then 5 minutes later, it's like Carla calls from upstairs.
911! 911!
Heimlich.
Mike, come up here. He's not doing well.
Oh, no.
And I,
Oh, no.
And I mean, I legitimately freak out. I'm like,
Well,
oh my
sure.
God. And he's upstairs, and you just see him. He's doing that lip lick
Yeah.
that dogs do when they're going to get sick.
yeah.
Right.
And then finally, he
Vomits it up.
Yeah.
he chunked it up.
Didn't
Nice.
properly
He's
chew
a
it.
good boy.
That's right.
I want to thank him for not puking where I work. He just poops here. That's all.
today.
That's your magic always called. Much more tomorrow, Mike, and thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We are delighted to have you with us. And now, without further ado, let's get right to it. It's news time with Mr. Buzz Burbank.
Where
Take
did
it
the
away,
time
Buzz.
go today? We're brought to you today by the Amazon page at MikeO'MaraShow.com. If it's a new you in the new year, shop our Amazon page for fitness and exercise gear or the right tools for eating right. Everything is there you'll need to get ready for the big game. Tax time coming. All that prep material is there to help you do it easier and faster. Or you can kick back with Amazon's TV catch-up right now. Save more than half off the price of regular popular TV shows. You save money and support the show at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
And
I found
it's
it. I
delicious.
found my deal.
Yeah?
What?
Section Club Premium 312. 6 tickets available
Here we
from
go.
$4,611.
Wow, I bet they would take $4,500 in cash.
Have fun, corporate America.
Just click
That's
the
right.
PayPal button. Football is apparently America's second favorite sport. A new survey shows that 85% of men and 81% of women would skip watching the Super Bowl to have sex. Of course, it was a survey by a condom company, so the people surveyed might be predisposed to this answer.
Not Phil Simms, Mike.
I'd like to urge everybody after they see the Super Bowl at Jimmy's, go to your cars and have sex.
That's right.
That's right.
In the municipal lot across the street?
Absolutely.
A lot of bouncing.
Where the cops hang out?
But
Sure.
but don't get a concussion.
Right.
Kim Jong-un is a very bad boy. Armed with a dozen nuclear-tipped missiles, his North Korean government is threatening to settle accounts with the United States. Kim Jong-un wants to settle accounts with the United States.
Do we owe him money?
Is he asking?
No, he's not talking about that.
Is he asking us to bomb? Whenever I hear the North Korea story, I always smell a rat and feel as though if we were to do anything against North Korea, China is right there.
Although China is becoming much less supportive of this kind of nonsense.
Not if we throw a couple of missiles
exactly.
in there.
And what I hear from Secretary Clinton and other administration officials is that we're not going to step into that trap easily. We're keeping a very sharp eye on this. We think actually.
When did you talk to Secretary
Clinton? Oh, I think it was yesterday.
What happened is he got in touch with her when she bought those glasses from Warby Parker.
The ones with the one lens thick, the other one not?
Yeah, doesn't it really look like she's going to a 3D movie?
She's going to be fine.
Yeah. And she's not even secretary anymore. They got Carrie in there now, right?
That's right. Yeah,
He's ready to serve.
Carrie Spiewak.
As of yesterday.
Carrie, Secretary of Talking.
The U.S., through Secretary Clinton, she was doing the talking about this, says Kim is engaging in very provocative behavior instead of improving the lives of his own people. North Korea has just launched a satellite from its own soil for the first time and says, and this is the sketchy part, North Korea says it's preparing for an underground nuclear test. It has the underground tube and all that, but because it's sealed, there's no way we can really confirm whether they ever did or not. So it could be bluster. We don't know.
Secretary of State Carrie Spiewak was in Israel over the weekend, and we asked Benjamin Netanyahu to comment on the meeting. Jesus, I thought you'd never shut up.
We have tape of Carrie at that meeting.
Really?
Oh, you do? Let me go to him.
Okay.
actual tape
Price adjustment
from the meeting. North Korea has become more
Boy.
belligerent than usual lately, threatening more nuclear tests even as the world turns up the economic heat on North Korea to stop this nonsense. It will be John Kerry's problem now going forward. He was confirmed yesterday.
Great guy, John Kerry.
Oh, here's a spooky story, and I don't see anybody else giving this any play, but from United Press
Did you say it's
International.
spooky?
Yeah, it really, that's perfect, Rob. The enemy may still be us.
Getting a headache with this last segment.
UPI reports that an unspecified incident took place at the Nevada National Security Site an hour outside of Las Vegas yesterday afternoon, 5:30 local time. Emergency responders were dispatched to this nuclear facility, but there has been no other official explanation.
That is creepy.
Ooh, well, we'll keep our
Area 51.
our eyes on that one.
Yeah,
The aliens have escaped.
I blame Dennis Hoff's shirt.
BP, known as British Petroleum, agreed yesterday to settle out of court the criminal charges it faced in the wake of the Gulf oil spill 3 years ago.
Got anything in gold?
BP will pay
Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you. You just blended right into the crowd. Where have you been?
Shirts made of radium.
We're talking about Dennis Hoff, the owner of the Bunny Ranch, and his brightly colored gold shirt.
You can see it in our DVD.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
BP will pay $4 billion to settle the cases that included charges of manslaughter. Virginia lawmakers have voted to keep probing vaginas. Republicans in Richmond yesterday killed a bill that would have ended mandatory vaginally invasive ultrasounds for women seeking abortions. No one has asked doctors about this since doctors say the procedure is medically irrelevant.
Jesus.
Imagine having to look at giant pictures of aborted fetuses as you go to class each morning. I went to a church, used to, that there were protesters outside every day holding signs.
Were they protesting
And I know
the
you
fact
have
that-
protesters
Were
here.
they members of the church?
No, not at all. They were picketing
They were
the church.
protesting the fact that Buzz was going to church.
Why were they picketing the church?
Because this was a liberal church that that believed in abortion rights for women.
Really?
Yes.
What, a Unitarian or a Methodist? Or what?
Yes, a very loose Methodist church.
Okay.
Yes, right.
The loose Methodist, Mike. You
That's
know
right.
them.
Our Lady of Cannabis.
Anyway, because of this kind of protest with these kinds of pictures, this is why Oklahoma State University banned the signs being used there by anti-abortion protesters. Now, because of this rule, Cowboys for Life, that's the name of the organization here, Cowboys for Life is now suing OSU. Yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay MFers. The Arkansas Senate has just passed a bill to allow concealed weapons in churches because that's what Jesus would do.
Oh, my God.
Meanwhile, back in the real world, Connecticut's gun inquiry into the wake of the Sandy Hook brought a frank discussion of huge gaps in mental health care. One case cited involved a cutter, a depressed teenage girl who repeatedly cut herself. The child's mother approached 5 psychiatrists who wouldn't take the case because insurance wouldn't pay. There was also heated debate over assault weapons and whether banning them would do any good. One man argued that assault weapon is a political term, not a gun term.
Except it is.
Today, the congressional hearings on gun violence begin with testimony from both wounded former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords and NRA CEO Wayne LaPierre.
I really hope that they do get to the mental health issue, though.
Yeah, I do
because,
too.
You know, I think Sister Jude has been locked up far too long in the American Horror Story Asylum.
I love
agree.
that shit.
I think
Let
it's
her out.
really, really ridiculous. And, you know, we don't want another bloody face.
No, we don't. Exactly, Mike.
Amen, Michael.
Now, ahead of today's hearings, LaPierre spoke out against universal background checks for gun buyers, saying that criminals will never submit to them.
His name means the Peter.
He also said honest gun owners are not responsible for killings by deranged criminals. One Chicago high school is having a drill today to prepare for a mass shooting. Stand-ins will fire actual blanks in the hallways while students and teachers run for cover.
This could be the worst idea of all times.
Yeah.
What could
I really,
possibly go
what
wrong?
a horrible thing to do to students. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything fun about it. Unless, you know, if I was in high school, I'd be laughing about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
you'd
yeah,
be
but
like-
it's a day off.
That's probably like an hour.
Yeah,
that
I'd
you
probably
don't have to do
stand in the
anything.
hallway and I do the cartoon death, you know, going,
Finally, there was blood in the cafeteria at a high school in Madison, New Jersey the other day, but it wasn't on the floors. It was on the bagels.
Oh.
A cafeteria worker
Awful.
cut her hand while slicing bagels,
Pig.
got blood on the bagels, and
Pig.
served them anyway.
pig.
Everyone appears
Strawberry bagels.
Everyone appears to be okay as the students' blood test results come back, but the cafeteria worker's been fired for serving bagels that were certainly not kosher.
Yeah.
I'm Buzz Burbank on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Thank you, Buzz. Our show today was brought to you by Vistaprint.com. If you're starting a new business, take it from us. You need professional-looking business cards to get that iPhone to ring. Now, thanks to Vistaprint, you can get 250 top-quality cards for just $10. Millions of business owners use Vistaprint because it's affordable and so easy to create a quality custom business card online. Choose from thousands of designs or upload your own, and we're talking about heavy paper stock at half the regular price. To get this offer plus free shipping, just go to Vistaprint.com, enter the code TMOS in the search bar, and we thank you in advance for that. On tomorrow's show, Super Bowl fun,
yes,
hopefully with Mr. Lowell Meltzer.
Hey, I can't hear you very good.
And who knows, maybe more sleuthing with
Like
Rennie
that.
Rude.
Like that.
We'll have to wait and see what happens with tomorrow. And also we'll talk more about our big ramp-up to Super Bowl party number 4 for the Mike O'Mara Show at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern in scenic Herndon, Virginia. Hope you're going to be out there for
Stop
us.
by.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.